How's it going, guys? Ps5 skincare here. Yeah, don't expect this to be a normal thing. I'm just recording this very early in the morning. Ps5's awesome morning routine when... Focus. What is this, bro? If you just want to go straight to the news, then here's a timestamp. I'm literally just recording this for the reoccurring viewers, the fans, if you will. But I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. Because in my last video, I said, and I quote,
"To all the people that think I don't listen to my fans, check this out."
Which sparked a lot of controversy because what I didn't realize is I actually said I'm going to chug a white monster. A white one specifically. So the entire comment section was just people saying, "Didn't you say white monster? You don't care about your fans, bro. You're a liar. You're a scumbag." Which is exactly why, because I chugged a monster yesterday, this is for all the people that say I don't care about my fans. Dude, drinking carbonated drinks, like, hurts my mouth, bro. Jesus. If I hit 177k subscribers by the end of this week, I'll chug a Red Bull next. You guys have my word. I'm actually gonna give myself heart disease. Don't give me heart disease. Alright, back to the video. Sorry. How's it going, guys? Ps5 inflation here. That can be taken so out of context. We're talking about price increases here. We're not talking about, you know what? Let me just continue this video. And I'm putting money on it right now that 2026, that is the year where we're making playing outside mainstream, bro. You have my word, bro. Everyone's gonna be back to skateboarding. You're gonna go to a local park and you're just gonna see kids all over the playground. They're having so much fun. You're gonna go to a local basketball court and you're gonna see a whole 10v10 match. Just a bunch of like random teenagers just having a whole basketball match. It's gonna go crazy. The reason I'm saying this is because, you know, in case you haven't seen the title, I think gaming is officially ruined. Like, what happened the last 30 years, bro? Jesus Christ. Like, gaming is no longer about, you know, making something that's entertaining to play, something to kill time with, something that'll get you mesmerized with the story. All gaming is nowadays is just, how can we milk out as much money as possible out of our consumers? Which is exactly why we're making going outside mainstream, bro. The reason I'm saying this is because lots of announcements have been made this past week that are all because of Nintendo. Everyone be sure to boo Nintendo on the way out of this video. Now, before I continue this video, make sure you subscribe. Genuinely goes a long way for me. Just trust the process. Now, I know it's well-known information at this point, and like your grandparents already know that the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal has everyone absolutely disappointed. And I would not be surprised if the sales for this thing are like at an all-time low. This might actually be Nintendo's first flop in like a while. Wait, was the Wii U a flop? I genuinely don't remember. I didn't grow up with a Wii U. A lot of people said the Wii U was like a bit of a failure. I would not be surprised if the Switch 2 also ends up being a failure, if not worse of a failure than the Wii U. The Nintendo Switch 2 going to be $500, and Switch 2 games are going to be $80, which, by the way, I gotta clarify, the $90 rumor, that was debunked. I think it's officially confirmed that games are going to be $80, not $90 for a physical game, which, that being said, $80 is still disgusting. I am not paying $80 for Mario Kart, bro. I think I'm gonna have to stick with my Mario Kart 8 for a while until this thing goes on like 50% clearance or something. But when these announcements were first made, a lot of people started thinking about the exact same thing, and it is, what kind of an influence is this going to cause to the gaming market? Because we all know damn well that giant corporations are going to capitalize off this moment, trying to normalize $80 games. Boy, was that foreshadowed so quickly. See, this past week, Xbox has made a lot of announcements claiming that, yes, they are going to capitalize off of Nintendo Switch's new normalization of $80 games. But there's also a lot of rumors that PlayStation might tap into that as well. There's nothing confirmed about that just yet, but I'm going to show you why speculations are floating around this whole new change with PlayStation. But Xbox here is already confirmed, unfortunately. You see, effective immediately, all Xbox devices are going to get upcharged. Effective immediately, the new Xbox Series X is $550 for the digital version, by the way. No, the actual Series X itself is $600 now. A whole $50 upcharge for God knows what. But don't worry, the Galaxy Black Special Edition is going to be $730. For those that aren't aware, this is it. There's some speckles around it. Alright, seriously, why is this $730? It could be the fact that they kind of force you to buy 2 terabytes along with it. They don't really give you the option for 1 terabyte. Like, what's stopping me from just, like, flicking a paintbrush at this a couple times with green and white paint? Like, what? Does it come with games at least? Like, if you're gonna charge $730 for a console, the least you could do is include a game or something. Alright, looks like the wireless controllers are only a $5 upcharge, so it's not that bad. A colored one is going to be $70 now. Special editions are going to be $80. Limited editions are going to be $90. Jesus, $90 for a controller is crazy, bro. This better be a good-ass controller if you're paying $90 for it. The Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 is going to be $150? Alright, here's something I genuinely can't comprehend. What could you possibly be getting out of a $150 controller? Maybe this is just me being judgmental. Like, if I'm being judgmental, please comment about it. Like, I want to see your opinion on it. I don't know, paying $150 for a controller, that's some serious unemployment behavior. Now, excluding the fact that the Xboxes themselves and all devices that could be added onto it are getting a price increase, like I said earlier, Nintendo made a terrible influence because Microsoft has announced that certain games will have their costs boosted up by $80 by the end of 2025. Now, what those games are, I don't even know, but it's safe to assume that it's going to be some really big licenses. Like, I would not be surprised if the next Halo is going to be $80, right? Minecraft. I'm fucking with you. There's no way. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but, you know, Microsoft being Microsoft, you can't be surprised if it happens. Microsoft has cited that increasing costs of development and market conditions are the driving forces for this change. Increasing cost of development. That is a very bold statement. At what point do people realize that nobody cares about how well developed the game looks and feels? People just want to play a good game. Like, all of your development is thrown right out the window if the game is just not good. Market conditions is diabolical, bro. Here's the market conditions in question. Huh. Nintendo's doing this now. Well, I guess we got to. I guess we got to do this as well while we have the chance. Both of these would not be issues if corporations just realized how to make a good game that doesn't try to suck money out of people's wallets as quickly, as efficiently as possible. Like, why do you guys think indie developers get praised so often? Why do you think indie games have just been in the spotlight for the last, like, half a decade? Yeah, the graphics end up being god-awful. Like, I mean, look at Schedule 1. But it's a good game, right? Which is exactly why it blew up in the first place. But now let's talk about the rumors that Sony might follow up. Because recently, Sony has followed the trend as well of just increasing the prices of their PlayStations, any accessories for the PlayStations like controllers and headsets, but also the price of PlayStation Plus. The only thing that's missing from this point on is Sony charging $80 for the next Little Big Planet. Though Microsoft revealed its pricing changes in bulk, it seems Sony has instead been making alterations to its price gradually, so a price hike for PlayStation games may be a matter of when, not if. Now, I'm not gonna lie, PlayStation actually has an opportunity to clutch up here. Like, I will bow down to PlayStation if instead they just normalize $50 to $60 games again. Like, I swear to God, Sony, PlayStation, you guys have the perfect opportunity to become literally the best console of all time. The ball is in your court right now, Sony. All you gotta do is announce that games are gonna be $50 or something. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro. I am telling y'all. Anyways, that's all I really gotta say for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now. Yow! Boom!